Blue collar, white collar, black professors, white scholars, politicians, Dalai Lamas. Everybody in the whole wide world need hope if I be honest. I'm in that number.
Hey, good day. Welcome to another episode of the Raw Report. How are you doing today? Stuff's getting crazy. It's becoming a mad house in the Democratic Party with everybody trying to jump in. You used to have to kind of wait your turn back in the day, and they select a few people. The DNC is letting everybody get in this race. Never in my life. You know, we joked the Republicans about the 50 million people they had on stage in 2016, and Donald Trump shamed them all and ended up becoming the victor in the Republican Party. Why? One of the reasons why is because, number one, they don't use superdelegates. Number two, I think most of their primaries are open. I don't think it's just you have to be a registered Republican. I might be wrong. I'll double check on that. Somebody double check on that. Correct me on that. I'll give you credit for it. But this is getting insane. Number one, we got somebody else talking about throwing their hat in the race, and he need to take that hat and put it back on the hat rack. And that is my mayor, Bill de Blasio, who said that when he get reelected, he's going to focus only on New York City. He can't even handle the matters of New York City, and this man is talking about running for president. He's already in a tough fight with the union, my union in particular, TWU, to deal with this subway situation. He claimed that he was going to fix the housing situation, didn't do none of that stuff. That BS about the tales of two cities is BS, because he do not represent the middle class, the lower class. He's continued the efforts of Mayor Bloomberg, kissing up to the corporation. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been over some policies he has a anybody can get health care program. It's not Medicare for all, but it's basically saying if you can't afford it, we're still gonna take care of you. But if you can afford it, you got to pay. In other words, putting you in a position where you still can go in debt. But that's better than nothing. That's for anybody. It doesn't matter whether you're an immigrant or illegal or not. He put that in for New York. They put in measures where the Uber cab or the e-hail cabs can't take over the market because it was killing the yellow cabs and things like that. So there's a few things that he's done. He's trying to repeal the marijuana law, make it a certain schedule, and make it easier for guys to get out of jail who had previous convictions of marijuana possession, not selling, but possession, and give them opportunity to invest in the coming, already booming economy or industry in cannabis, whether it's municipal, medical, whatever. So the Hill reported yesterday, May 3rd, 6:48 p.m., de Blasio to announce his presidential bid next week. Why? New York Mayor Bill de Blasio, Democrat, is expected to launch his presidential campaign next week. 3 people with knowledge of his plan told the New York Daily News. One source told the Daily News that the announcement could come as soon as Wednesday. De Blasio's 58th birthday is on Wednesday. Another source said that the rollout was initially planned for this week, but it was delayed. A person with knowledge of the plans also confirmed the announcement to the New York Post. The New York Democrat has already made trips to crucial early primary states like Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, Nevada. You already know people do that. That means they don't care about New York. They only care about themselves. De Blasio will be the 23rd candidate. 23rd. 23rd. This is ridiculous. 23rd candidates to jump into the Democratic primary race if he decide to run. 23. What you trying to do? Start an army? De Blasio said Thursday that he would make a final decision on whether to run in the month of May, according to the Associated Press. De Blasio office did not immediately reply to requests for comment from the Hill. The mayor expressed concerns on Friday that he could struggle to land a spot on the primary debate stage should he decide to run, because that debate time is almost gone. Matter of fact, you're going to struggle anyway, dude, but we'll get to that in a moment. The debates are important. There are a lot of other factors in how a campaign of this importance emerged, he said on WNYC's The Brian Lahire Show. Of course, you can get that channel if you're a subscriber of IXQ TV. To qualify for the 12 scheduled Democratic primary debates, candidates must receive at least 1% support in at least 3 separate polls recognized by the Democratic National Committee, or receive campaign contributions from at least 65,000 unique donors. Now, let me stop there for a second. This is a systematic plot by Tom Perez to muddy the waters of the primaries, to filter it out, so to speak. I wouldn't say filter it out, but to dilute it. You know, so I can't stand, there's 2 things I don't drink beer anyway, but I can't stand hot beer, number 1, and I can't stand beer with ice. And that is what this is. This is beer with freaking ice in it. Watered down beer is the worst. Warm beer is worse, but watered down beer, it's worse. And that's what's going on right now. They're trying to water down the beer. And there's a reason for it, because they're trying to stop one man. They're trying to get that number so low. But to me, I think, hey, I shouldn't get upset, because most of the people are not going to support this. This is going to make more support go to somebody who's really going to fight for the people. Now, the DNC has said that it will prioritize candidates who meet both thresholds if more than 20 contenders qualify for the debate. A possible presidential bid will likely face opposition from de Blasio hometown, as a survey from Quinnipiac University poll released last month shows 76% of New York City residents think he should not run for president. That's right. Sit your butt down. You haven't even done good in New York City yet. De Blasio has cast himself as a progressive. Yeah, right. How? What have you done in New York? I know, yeah, like I said, he did a couple of progressive legislation. As a progressive during his tenure as mayor, railing against income inequality, touting the benefits of the Green New Deal, and feuding with New York centrist Governor Andrew Cuomo. Yeah, they've been fighting for the longest. What does this mean, Bob? It's simple. The Democratic Party, God, I wish Bernie Sanders wouldn't punk out so much. What he should have did was say, either you're gonna get rid of all superdelegates or I'm out. There's not going to be a 1 vote count or nothing. They're done. And I'm going to take half the Democratic Party with me. We're starting our own party. That's what he should have done. Apply the political pressure on the Democratic Party to cave in or lose half of their base. But no, he's too busy trying to sheepdog for them. Had he done that, they would have got rid of the superdelegates, because they did it in the first phase. So they realized how much power Bernie Sanders have as an independent over the Democratic base. They don't like that. But he got it, and they don't know what to do with it. Plus, they still got to get him back for what he so-called did to Hillary Clinton. And these, to me, these are systematic paybacks. All of them know what they're doing. All of them are upset that Bernie got in the race against Hillary Clinton. All of them probably blaming Bernie Sanders for Hillary Clinton losing. And ain't nobody to blame but her. So what do? Big payback. We're going to dilute the political process in the primaries. We're not going to give you open primaries. We're not going to give you same-day registration. We're just not. We're not going to give you open ballots. We're not going to give you the things that give us the advantage to beat you out. So guess who jumps in? 23. 23 candidates, let alone, tell you the truth, 10 candidates would dilute. Now you got 23 candidates in the race to dilute, to try to bring the numbers down because everybody getting a piece of the pie, right? Of course, Biden and Bernie Sanders going to get most of the piece of the pie. But if they could take away that piece of pie for Bernie Sanders, then Biden would get the nomination. And I believe at the end of the day, when it comes down to these people dropping out, because most of these people that's about 10% or less in the polls and not getting that much financing, they're going to bow out, and you got to realize who they're going to endorse. And majority of them not going to endorse Bernie Sanders. Kamala Harris ain't going to endorse Bernie Sanders. None of them, majority of them, none of them not going to. Maybe Elizabeth Warren, but you know how that played out with Hillary Clinton. They're going to bow and probably give their so-called delegates over to him. This is just stupid. D. Blasio, you need to sit your butt down, take care of New York City, because New York City still got a lot of ways to go. It's just stupid. And then I guess Cuomo goes, once Cuomo see De Blasio is trying to put his hat in the race, guess who's going to put his hat in next? And he promised not to run, that he was going to take care of New York City. Since he cheated Cynthia Nixon out of the nomination, he's going to promise to do something good for New York City and didn't do it yet. So I can't stop. Oh, God. These lying, egotistical, arrogant, son of a gun politicians. Yet people minority are happy and go sit down, vote for these fools, and they ain't going to do nothing for them. Not making demands, not making any concessions, not saying you're not getting my vote unless you can promise me that you're going to do this. And I need you to start working on it now. I don't want to wait till you get out. I need to see that in a platform, and I need you to get some strategists. I want to see what you're doing about it right now. What you're doing about educational program that will help my sons and my daughters start their own business. Put them in stem cells program where they can learn how to build their own apps and things like that. How are you going to help them get involved in government at an early age? What are you going to do? None. They don't care. This is stupid. Stupid. Bill de Blasio, the people in New York City don't want you to run. So what you think the country don't want you to run? We got enough people running. Matter of fact, they need to start chopping off some of these people right now because they're diluting the process, the political process. It is designed to draw numbers down and to give Biden the edge, or Kamala Harris, especially if Biden and Harris team up. Biden will pick Harris over Stacey Abrams any day. I don't understand why people think Stacey Abrams would make a good VP. Where do you get that from? She got enough problems right now. She got to try to fix that Georgia situation. She ain't doing that as VP. She was dumb enough to not call. She did not call that man out and demanded that he step down. How you going to run against the Secretary of State, the one who handled the elections, and not demand that he step down and call him out and make him leave that job? You let him stay there. You think that is a smart political decision? No. So what make you think she's going to make a smart political decision as a legislator? Don't get me wrong. She's a nice, sweet lady. But she's a Democrat. And it seemed like she sold out to the Democratic Party. Most of these people ran on Bernie Sanders' platform, an independent platform that caucuses with the Democrat, that sheepdogs for the Democrat, but still claim to be an independent. He gave them the platform to win. They started winning. As soon as they started winning, they started bringing in these corporatists in, and that's how they lost. So what make you think? Anyway, I'm done. This is stupid. Stay your butt in New York, de Blasio.
This is stupid! This is stupid! Stupid!
Hey, thank you for watching that episode of The Rob Report. Before you go now, I need you to do two things for me. First thing, I want you to like the video if you liked it. Second thing, I want you to share it all across social media. And if you have not subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button right now. Stop and do it. As Jimmy Dore says, sometimes you think you're subscribed, or you go check and find out you're not subscribed. So make sure you check that you're subscribed and hit the notification bell. That'll let you know when I put a new content out. I'm not a fan of Super Chat, so if you plan on giving to the efforts of Bob TV, make sure you do that too. Bob TV NYC at PayPal.me. Anybody who want to have free access to my Patreon channel, I'm trying to save you money on your cable bill. I ran into a program that I think everybody need, everybody can afford, and everybody should have, and that link is down there below. 5,000 plus channel, best sports package, and the best premium TV, and even international channels, and you can access this all over the world. Go ahead and check that out, get your free trial, and if you decide to support, become members of those two services, we'll go ahead and give you full access to the Patreon channel, and there's no cost to it. So my name is Robert Brown with the Rob Report. Thank you for watching. I'll holler at you later. Peace.